Angie has made it easier than ever to hire high-quality pros to get all your home service jobs done well. Just bring them your project online or with the Angie app, answer a few questions, and Angie will connect you with local pros who match your specific needs. Or book a service instantly at an upfront price. So join the millions of homeowners who use Angie to care for their homes and get your next home service job done well. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com. Angie has made it easier than ever to hire high-quality pros to get all your home service jobs done well. Just bring them your project online or with the Angie app, answer a few questions, and Angie will connect you with local pros who match your specific needs. Or book a service instantly at an upfront price. So join the millions of homeowners who use Angie to care for their homes and get your next home service job done well. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
As I'm trying to separate the sisters and, from fighting, there's dogs there too. One of the dogs bit me in the butt. Oh, so I jump up, and then all of a sudden I hear the father yelling out the window saying, "Why are you doing that?" So then as we go to see, we all went to the window. Mr. Reed had a rock and was breaking the windows to the car.
This is the plaintiff, Danny Chacon. He says his neighbor, the defendant, is a menace to society who threw a rock through his windshield, side windows, and rear window in a fit of rage after attacking his girlfriend. His car even got ruined in the winter when all the snow piled up inside of it because of the smashed windows. Bottom line, the defendant needs to pay for his unlawful actions, and he's here to collect the $2,362 his car was once worth. This is the defendant, Malik Reed. He says the plaintiff came up to him one day and clocked him for no reason. That's right, he just walked up and sucker punched him in the face, knocking out his tooth. The guy's lucky he only busted up his car windows instead of his face. Now, he's walking around toothless, and if anybody's owed money here, it's him. He's accused of smashing and dashing. The defendant's father countersued for $400, the cost of a new tooth.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Millian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Danny Chacon, you are suing Malik Reed for $2,362, the value of a car that you say he maliciously destroyed all the windows to. And you are counterclaiming against him $400, the cost of replacing a cap that you say he attacked you and caused to knock out. What is a relationship, or what was the relationship between you two?
My ex-girlfriend is his girlfriend's sister.
Okay, is that the sister?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how this erupted.
Well, there was some bad blood, and I told her...
Were you guys all living together?
Yeah, I was living actually downstairs. It's like a ground floor, and they live in the first floor.
And are those two separate apartments?
Yes, kind of.
Do you have in common any areas or no?
Yes.
What?
Upstairs, like the bathroom and the kitchen.
Oh, well, so you have to see each other. You're actually kind of living together if you're sharing the same kitchen and bathroom.
Well, yeah, there's a bathroom downstairs too, but yes, we do share.
Okay. And were the sisters getting along?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Okay, so where was the bad blood between who and who?
I guess there was just his... Malik's brother used to go out with my ex-girlfriend also. So I think that's where the blood could have started. That day, they were arguing. I told her not to argue with him. We were downstairs. All of a sudden, I heard some
Wait, how were they arguing? Was he downstairs?
Nah, they were just kind of like arguing before that.
Okay.
So then I told her to leave it alone, not to be arguing with him. And I heard some ruckus. I ran upstairs, and I saw Mr. Reed on top of her. He was hitting her. So
Punching
I went,
her?
yeah. So I went to grab him. I separated him, and we kind of started fighting. It was really quick.
Fist fighting?
Yes.
The two of you?
Yes.
All right, and then how did you stop?
What happened was that my ex-girlfriend's father walked in, and of course he was like, "Hey, stop!" So
He walked in. Why? Like
into the living room.
Yeah, but does he live there too?
Yes, he does.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who else was living there?
The sister, a couple brothers, the nieces.
So the two of you were living in the parents' home?
Yes,
that place was the parents' home.
Yes.
All right. So the father walks in, separates you two, and what happens?
He just says to stop.
Stop it, and you guys obey.
Yeah, so I stopped, of course, because I didn't want none of this to happen from the get-go. I'm just defending her. So then we stopped fighting, and then, there was some words exchanged, and then the girlfriend's sister, which is right there, she came out. There was some words going on.
Your girlfriend's sister comes out, and
yes.
The words are exchanged between her and whom?
And my ex-girlfriend. There was just like a lot of words going on. And then Mr. Reed just all of a sudden went down the stairs. And as I'm trying to separate the sisters and, from fighting, there's dogs there too. One of the dogs bit me in the butt.
Oh,
so I jump up, and then all of a sudden I hear the father yelling out the window saying, "Why are you doing that?" So then as we go to see, we all went to the window. Mr. Reed had a rock and was breaking the windows to the car. I had my car in the driveway, yes.
What kind of car did you have?
It was an Infiniti Q45, 97.
You're no longer with the girlfriend?
No.
Since when?
About 5 months ago.
It wasn't because of this, was it?
No.
All right. Now, what did the father say about the fact that he's whooping on his daughter in his house?
I don't know.
Well, what did he say at that moment? You were there.
Well, what I heard the father say was to tell Mr. Reed through the window, "Why is he taking that on the car?"
Yeah, I know about that. My question is, I'm just curious, what is a man, because I know what my father would have done. If he walked in on the scene and you were to tell him he just hit your daughter, that's why we're fighting, did you tell him?
Of course.
Then he wouldn't be long for the earth. So I'm wondering, did he get to stay there? He continued to live there? What happened?
Well, she called the cops because he assaulted her first. The cops came, and Mr. Reed had already left. So she filed a protective order against Mr. Reed.
So he couldn't come back to that house?
He couldn't come back to the house.
Okay.
They went to court. He also pled guilty to that.
Oh, okay. All right, let me hear your version of things, Mr. Reed.
How you doing, Judge?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. What happened was I was actually in the kitchen cooking, and she comes up, keep putting her hands on my face.
She did?
Yes.
What did she do?
She kept mushing me in my face, like, keep pushing my face. I'm like,
saying
go ahead.
What?
Said, because it was an altercation where I got robbed for a couple dollars in pills, which was his. So they wanted
What
me.
were you doing with his pills?
No. He said, can you try to help me sell them? So
He said for you to try to help him
sell them.
Sell them.
Yes.
And what kind of pills were they?
Percocets.
Percocets.
Yes.
Okay. Were you having him sell you Percocets?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And then she starts hitting you because you said you think you're stealing them.
Yeah. Where's the money?
Because you claim to have been robbed of them.
Yeah.
And so I had the same smile on my face that you had when he said no, because I think I know what happened. And in any event, so she's got her fingers in your head, and then what?
And then I'm like, just go ahead, go ahead. So I pushed her. All of a sudden, she started swinging on me. So I mushed her again, but I was over.
You mushed her how?
I pushed her hard, like, pushed her so she hit the ground. So then I'm like, stop playing with me. Then all of a sudden, he comes out of nowhere and hits me.
Okay.
And then we started tussling.
Okay.
So I said, all right. So I left out, and I did bust the windows out of his car.
You did?
Yes.
You admit to busting the windows on his car?
Yes. He knocked the cap out my tooth. So I said, all right, we're going to get even. You did this to me, so I'm going to do this.
Oh.
Because I did not want to fight in front of her mother, my girlfriend's mother.
But you don't mind knocking her sister to the ground?
And she hit me first, Your Honor.
I mean, turn around and walk out and tell her, listen, look at what's, were you there? Come on up. Were you were there?
Yeah.
What was happening? Did you see this, or you came when the commotion?
I came when the commotion started. He's a liar.
Which one? Your boyfriend or your
He's a liar.
sister's ex?
Sister's ex. Actually, they're still together, but he's saying his ex.
Why would he say that?
I don't have no idea, Judge.
Do you have an idea why he would say they're no longer together?
Because she's dealing with everybody in America.
Okay. That's your sister he just said that about?
Yeah.
You don't have a problem with that?
I mean, she's a troublemaker, you know. She's been that way all her life, and...
Are you two living in that house?
Yes.
He came back in?
Yeah. I mean, and according to him hitting her, she did hit him first. He had scars from when.
What ended up happening with the criminal case? Because you got charged and you got arrested, right?
They put it for the restraining order. That's it.
Did you have to plead guilty? Did you go to trial? Were you found not guilty? What happened with the criminal?
I pled guilty to smashing windows out of his car. That's why I pled guilty.
Say it again.
I pled guilty to smashing windows out of Danny Chicone's car.
Okay, the criminal case was for the car? It wasn't for the...
Nah, he also went to court. She also went to court with him, and his witness wasn't even in the room, because every time there's a ruckus, she never comes out the room until the end of it.
Okay.
So for her to say anything is hearsay, first of all, and second of all, he went to court for hitting
The assault.
her, for the assault, and he pled guilty.
Did you plead guilty to the assault? That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
So you pled guilty to the assault and to the car, not just to the car?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's not what you said a second ago.
I
You said,
apologize,
I
Your
pled
Honor.
guilty to the car. Do you plead guilty to the assault?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
why would you plead guilty to the assault if she started it and you were defending yourself? Why would you plead guilty to the assault?
Because they wanted me to keep going to court, keep going to court, keep going to court. And then the judge I had was going to take up for the female side anyway.
How come? Was she a woman?
Yes, she was a woman.
Oh, you know how those women are always ruling for the women.
Women go for women.
All the time.
So it was a lose-lose
They don't
situation
use their
for me.
independent judgment at all when they're
Yeah.
sitting up here
So they
ruling on
said-
people's lives. Right.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Stop.
Yeah, let it work.
You just said that to me, right? Do I look like a man to you?
No, you did not.
Oh, you're kind of insulting me a little.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, would you ever, if a woman is a real, quote, troublemaker and hits you, really hits you with the intent to hurt, would you ever hit that woman back?
Depends what you hit me with. I'm kidding. No, I would not.
I was wondering.
No, I would not.
Because?
Because I was grown up or brought up that way. I just feel like it's not right.
Fair enough. What do you say?
Well, it's a crime. It would be assault. Assault and battery, actually, if you hit that person back.
Okay, so here's my question. Would it make a difference to you if it's Ronda Rousey?
No, it doesn't. You still don't hit a woman.
You're right. You're right. And she's awesome, by the way. Going inside the courtroom.
What am I going to do with you? You just admitted that you busted up all his windows. What do you think's going to happen here? What am I supposed to do? Say, he's even. Because, I find that she started the fight, so you shouldn't have gotten involved. You should have let him whoop on her. What do you think is going to happen? You've admitted to busting up the windows. The busting up of the windows costs more than the car does. He's suing for the value of the car because he's capped at the value of the car. Go ahead. What am I supposed to do? Tell me.
All right. The reason why he said he's suing me for the car, so he could get high, first of all. And he said he wanted to fix his windows. How are you going to fix your windows if you sold the car?
It doesn't matter. He sold the car for less because the car needs X amount of work to it.
All right.
Did you sell your car?
No, the car got totaled.
His girlfriend.
It got towed?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
His girlfriend sold the car, and she never told him anything about it.
Who's his girlfriend? Your sister?
Yeah.
Okay, and she sold the car and she didn't tell him, and then you're saying...
No, this is all hearsay, so I don't know why.
Okay, and then
it's
wait a minute,
hearsay.
and then how do you know that she sold the car?
I was there the day.
I thought you guys weren't even getting along. She had a restraining order. How could you be there the day she sells the car when she got you guys out of the house?
I work, John, that day. That my dad told me that they just had pulled the car out of the lot. The guy bought the car as is for $300, and she never told him about it.
Do you have an affidavit from your dad? All right, and then according to you, where's the car?
It got junked.
It got junked by you or by the next guy or by somebody? By who?
They came and got the car.
Who's they? The junkyard?
Yeah, the junkyard.
Okay, how much did you get for the car?
She said she got $50.
Okay, and do you have any proof otherwise? No, right? Okay. Okay, the Blue Book value for the vehicle is $2,352, not $62. And if you got $50, I'm going to deduct that, which leaves a judgment in your favor in the amount of $2,302 for the damages to your car. On your counterclaim of $400 for the tooth cap, I don't know how it is that you can expect to plead guilty to assaulting her and then have me find that he has to pay for your tooth cap to coming to her aid, but it's not working. So, 0.
All right. Thank you, Anna.
Well, this courtroom battle between the two of you results in a judgment on his part. He wins, and what's your feeling coming out here now?
Same feeling, mediocre. I'm okay.
You're just mediocre?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. You still have to... Is he still living in the house?
Yeah, technically.
Is he actually there physically?
No, he don't come here all the time, but,
I mean, how does that work out when you see each other and you have to live together?
It's pretty bad when they see each other, so.
It's bad?
Yeah,
You guys can-
we chill. I mean, it's really nothing.
You guys can coexist?
Yeah, we can coexist.
All right. And
He's
how
all
about,
right.
how about you and your sister? Any relationship there?
Nope.
No? All right. That's too bad. Okay. Let's head right this way. All right, step on in here. And so what's your feeling about what you come out with here?
Well, I'm happy that the judge ruled in my favor, and it's sad that families, they treat each other like that. That's her sister.
Yeah, you're right in the middle of it, too.
Well, I'm not there any longer, so.
You don't come around there at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, we were there having a barbecue this weekend, so I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, I have no problems with him. It's the sister's problem. But, if I see a woman getting hit, I have 3 sisters and a mother, and I'm going to jump in every time.
All right, over to Harvey.
Yeah, this is so ridiculous, Kurt. I mean, when somebody engages you like this, the solution is you don't engage and you walk away. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Angie has made it easier than ever to hire high-quality pros to get all your home service jobs done well. Whether it's routine maintenance, an emergency repair, or a dream project, Angie lets you compare quotes from multiple local pros, browse homeowner reviews, and even book a service instantly. Angie's been connecting people with skilled pros for nearly 30 years. So the next time you have a home project, bring it to Angie to get your job done well. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
This is the plaintiff, Veronica Felix. She says she bought some furniture from the defendant's store and now wants her money back because the stuff she bought was junk and fell apart in only a month. She's within the 90-day warranty. The defendant is a snake oil salesman who won't return her money, and she's here in the name of justice suing for the $4,397 she's owed. This is the defendant, Juan Espinal. He says he offered to fix anything that was wrong with the furniture he sold her because he stands behind the products he sells. But the plaintiff had buyer's remorse and demanded a full refund. The plaintiff's own mother told him her boyfriend got mad, smashed the furniture, and in 4 years of being in business, he's never had a problem like this. He's accused of selling fragile furniture.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the furniture she bought from the defendant was junk. It fell apart a month after she bought it. But the defendant says he offered to fix the stuff. It's the case of I've reached my breaking point.
You Douglas, Veronica Felix?
Yes.
You are suing Samantha's Furniture and Electronics, represented here by the owner, Juan Espinal? Espinal?
Yes.
Okay, for $4,397, the price that you paid for 3 bedroom sets and 1 mattress, because according to you, he sold you junk. Tell me what happened.
Well, I have the evidence here. I bought some furniture from him around, January? Yeah, January.
Of this year?
This year.
What furniture did you buy?
I bought my kid's bedroom set, my bedroom set, and mattresses and box springs as well.
For all of the bedroom sets?
For all of the bedroom sets,
Okay,
yeah.
did you buy 3 bedroom sets or 2 bedroom sets?
3.
Okay.
3.
And go on.
First of all, my bed, it broke.
How did it break?
Well, when me and my kids went to sit down, the headboard, it broke off from the side right here.
Okay, let me see a picture.
Yeah. And I have my receipts there to show you what I bought.
Okay, and did any of the other furniture break?
Yes, my son's bed broke.
Okay, this is a mattress on the floor, so that's not a picture of your bed.
That's how I'm
sleeping. But are you saying that this is what happened?
Yep, you see the top wood up there, it's split?
Right, but I'm seeing a lot more than the top wood split.
Yeah,
did someone break this up, or did all this happen by sitting on a bed?
No, all that happened when we sat down on the bed. And it didn't end up cracking until I took the mattress and the box spring off of the bed.
And then what happened when you took the mattress and the box spring off of the bed?
I threw away the whole frame.
The whole bed frame?
Yeah.
Okay, did you tell him about this?
I did.
And when you told him about this, you told him about just this bed, because that's all that had happened?
That's all that had happened at that time.
Okay, and you tell him, and what does he say?
He told me to bring the furniture back, so he can see what happened, and so that he can replace it.
Okay.
But I told him, if it's
he needs to go to where the bed. But you had already thrown it out.
Yeah, I threw it in the back.
Okay, so what happens?
And then after that, like a couple weeks after that, my son shows me his bed is broken.
Okay, hold on. You go there, you ask him, can you replace my bed? He says, I need to see it. You say, well, I threw it out already. And he says no.
Well, he says no. He says that I'm under the 90-day warranty, but he has to look at it.
Does that seem unreasonable to you that he needs to see it?
I mean, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
But you'd thrown it out already.
But I had showed him pictures.
Okay. So you showed him pictures, and he said, I can't do it based on pictures. I need to see it to see if it can be fixed.
That's what.
But are these the pictures you showed him?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happens?
And then I told him.
Then a few weeks later, after his no, a few weeks later, your son's breaks?
Yeah, my son's break. I didn't even tell him about that. I didn't call him. I just, like, when I left there, when I saw him, I just said, well, I'll see you in court. That's all I said. And then after that, like a couple weeks after that.
Okay, so first you tell him you're going to sue him, and then your son's furniture breaks?
Yeah, a little bit after that.
And how did that break?
The wood split from right here, as you can tell. I'm lifting it up.
Okay, show me now the pictures that are just of your boy's bed.
Okay.
Thank you.
And where is it broken?
At the bottom.
What's this? I need you to walk over here, please.
Okay.
Right here?
Right here? What do you point to what you're referring to?
This right here goes in the middle of
that's the stick
support,
that
yes.
stands up the
Yes.
center. Because really, the bed is on the 4 parts, and then they always put one in the center at least to hold it up. But where is it that it broke? What's that? Where did that come from?
Right here. Yep.
Okay. And how did you notice that broken?
After he showed it to me, I went and I looked and I said, show me. So he sat down on it and I saw it going like this. So that's when I lifted it up.
Go ahead and go back. All right, what's going on?
How you doing? See, you have like a 30-day guarantee.
30-day or 90-day?
90 days. Replace the part is broken. And telling, okay, bring the receipt. I want to see is my furniture, and bring like some picture. You can tell me where's the part is broken. And then I'm not supposed to do it, but it's like the phone. And I see the bed like broken in pieces, like a holes to the bed. Not like that, like a holes, like a breaking in pieces. And I see some picture, the bed's outside in the street. I say, the factory not give me nothing like that, and I don't give you nothing like that. I know, you know what I mean? I know, like.
Why? Because it looked to you like it had been damage that was deliberately done as opposed to a manufacturer defect?
Yeah, like something happened in the house inside, like somebody destroyed the bed.
Is this a picture you saw?
Now I see the picture in one room, but before I see the picture is outside in the street. You know what I mean? And the garbage.
Any of the pictures that you saw, were they inside?
No, nothing.
Did you take the pictures with your phone?
Yes, and I took.
Can you bring them up?
I took them indoor.
Did you bring the bed in order to take the picture?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you bring the bed in from outdoors in order to take the picture, or you took the picture?
No,
I need you to stop answering the question that I'm not asking you, Mom. Is this Mom?
That's my sister.
Sister. I'm sorry, baby. Okay, now you can talk all you want. No. It's just that you were so protective. Is she the older sister?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go.
I took every picture inside.
What is this a picture of? It's broken wood, but
That's the wood that broke.
Right, but which bed?
My bed.
See, I'm a little bit concerned about the timing of your son's bed breaking when you're angry at him because he wouldn't return your money on your bed.
Oh, I wouldn't.
What do you think happened? Is there something else to this?
The mother go into my store.
For what reason?
And place an order for me.
Oh, she was shopping with you?
Yeah.
After her daughter had the problem with you?
I think when I see the mother, you weren't supposed to tell me something about it. But the mother told me, oh, I think fire with the husband or the boyfriend. I don't know.
My mom never said anything like that. What she
Do
bought,
you have
that's
a
not
boyfriend living there?
Yeah, I do.
Was there some problem?
No.
Okay, no. So the bed in this case broke into 11 pieces shortly after she bought it. Should she get her money back?
Yes.
Because?
There's obviously a defect in the bed.
That's the question. Is it obviously a defect?
Well, it depends on what she's doing on the bed. Is there acrobatics too much for the bed frame?
Okay, so then here's my question for anybody here. What do you do on a bed that causes it to break into 11 pieces? Anybody?
I have no idea.
or you just not saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Going inside the courtroom.
This here has me concerned. You know, you describe what happened as in that the wood of the headboard snapped. And what I'm seeing is everything in 1,000 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces strewn on the floor. And I don't know how we got from point A to point B for this picture.
There was no support after it broke.
No, I don't want your mechanic, your professional opinion of what caused it from an engineering standpoint. I just don't know how it. Are you saying that when you sat in the bed, it broke in 11 pieces at once?
No.
Because that's what I'm having a hard time with.
When we sat down, that's where it broke from up there, from the headboard. After that, I tried to move it, to see if I can kind of fix it or glue it back together with some really strong glue. But it wasn't happening. It was just like, after that, it just kind of fell apart.
Stop talking. It kind of what?
It just fell apart.
What did you want to say?
So why better not show you the picture with the headboard? I see only the footboard and some pieces to the slab. So
what did you see in the picture that you saw?
The headboard holes is like hole. And like somebody, I don't know, like break it like that, I understand.
Whatever.
So where's the picture? But that's the footboard and the slab. So where's the headboard?
That can't be.
I don't see the bed complete.
Where is the headboard?
That's got to be the headboard because the way.
No, it's
that's
a footboard. This is a footboard.
Oh. Well.
I want to hear from your sister because she's dying to talk and I'm dying to listen. Go ahead, come on up.
Thank you. I was a witness. I was there the very second that it happened because I live basically, we can say, next door neighbors. I go in. I did see the part where it was broken.
How did these woods get busted apart like this?
The way it was facing towards the wall, the headboard. So when she went to go move it, everything just started falling apart.
Right. Here's what I would expect based on the words that came out of your mouth and her mouth when you guys say that. I expect to see a headboard, number one. I expect to see wood slats that maybe disconnect from their mooring from wherever the screw is. I do not expect it to be in 11 pieces. This is someone staging a photo, and that is where my concern lies. Because once you do that, I don't trust you anymore, and I have to trust you to be able to say, yes, she's entitled to $4,000 back because you sell utter garbage. That's how it works. And it's simple. There's a warranty claim. If in fact you can make a warranty claim, make a warranty claim. Why is the headboard missing? Because the first thing the guy says to you is there's holes all over the headboard. This is damage that happened. And maybe it was intentional damage in an effort to get all the money back because all of a sudden the boyfriend doesn't want that furniture because he says you shouldn't have bought it there. You spent too much money and you spent it in one place that I would have told you not to go to. I don't know. But there's enough that has me worried that I'm going to rule in favor of the defense. Oh, wow.
Come on.
This is your chance to talk right here. Don't waste this. Don't waste this. Give us, why is everybody so upset about it?
It's a ripoff, basically. I showed my proof, so.
Well, it wasn't enough to win the case, unfortunately. So,
Okay.
So what do you do next now?
Try to,
All right, you sleep on the broken bed? Can you sleep on a broken bed?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Come on. Now, that is not a happy customer. Those are not the way you want your customers to feel about the store.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying, in 4 or 5 years, I don't have no problem with any customer. That's my first time something like that happened. And I try to fix the situation in the beginning, bro. Go back to the store and told me I see in the court. So look at what happened now.
Yeah, do you think you come out looking okay in this one?
I don't know, I don't know, maybe.
Well, do you think she was the kind of customer that you just could not please no matter what you do? Somebody like that?
Maybe. Yeah.
All right. Harvey, what do you think?
Okay, Kurt, when somebody starts manipulating evidence in court like staging pictures, I'm telling you, it blows up their credibility. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This is the plaintiff, William Mayhew Jr. He says he rented his friend and girlfriend an apartment he owned, and they were always behind on the rent. He eventually had to kick them out. They left the place a bloomin' mess and even sabotaged it. He's here in the name of justice, seeking $2,480 in damages. These are the defendants, Glenn and Carrie Robinson. Glenn says he and the plaintiff had a handshake deal on a rental he had, and he and Carrie lived there for 12 years. In 2013, he won the lottery, and next thing he knows, the plaintiff told him to get their stuff and to get the heck out. He has no idea why the plaintiff's now suing them 2 years later, but hey, it's a free country, so here they are. They're accused of wrecking the joint.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff rented his friend and girlfriend an apartment and says they were deadbeats. Now, the defendants say they actually hit the lottery, and somehow that turned the 12-year relationship to crap. It's the case of you got a lotto nerve.
Okay, William Mayhew, you are suing Glenn Robinson and Carrie Robinson for $2,480 in rent and damages that, according to you, your former tenants owe you. Tell me what happened.
Yes, let me say at first that the defendants were my friends and tenants for 10 years or more. The only problem I had with the tenants is that they were very, almost always late with the rent, and I would have to call them and remind them that the rent needed to be paid. I believe it was in April, they were going to be late with the rent. They called me, they told me they're going to be late with the rent. They paid me the rent, but did not pay the late fee.
Okay, you were renting to them what, an apartment?
Yes, a duplex.
So what is the date that this occurred? April of what year?
It was 2013.
And did you have to evict them or did they leave?
I sent them the letter and told them in April that I was giving them 1 month to leave because I was not going to renew the month-to-month contract, you know.
So when did they move out?
On the 3rd of June, 2013.
Okay. And according to you, they left the place damaged.
They left the place with debris that had to be cleaned up. There wasn't much damage at all.
Okay, so you're suing for the debris?
Yes, I had to rent a 30-yard dumpster.
Out of curiosity, why did you wait 2 years to file this lawsuit?
I think the Robinsons never contacted me as far as partial payment or anything else.
But that was true for the last 2 years. What was the reason that you now filed? What changed? I'm just curious.
I don't think it was the money. I think it was just the principle of the thing.
Now, the principle is usually you're mad when it happens. Remembering something of 2 years ago and filing a lawsuit is a little bit different.
They were friends of mine.
They were friends of yours 2 years ago.
I really don't have an answer. It just happened.
Okay, fair enough. So do you have pictures of how they left it?
Yes, I do. I have pictures and letters that I sent to them. And
so according to you, they left debris. What kind of debris and where?
Electronics, paint. There was oil mixed with water, oil mixed with antifreeze. The place was never cleaned. The basement was just a disaster.
You had to rent a dumpster because of everything they left behind?
Everything they left behind.
Or were you doing any construction on the place?
No.
What did they leave behind then?
Wood debris, clothing, electronics in the basement, a couple of pieces of furniture.
What's going on?
No, we left some stuff behind. I do
Why?
admit
Because
that.
it was inconvenient for you to take it?
Well, not that it was inconvenient. At the time, I had a bad knee. We did our best to get out. We did what we could.
Yeah, but everything you took all the good stuff. The stuff you left behind was all your junk.
It
like you just didn't make the last 2 trips to the dump, which is what you should have done and paid the dump fee.
Possibility, yes.
No, not
You know.
possibility. I'm looking at it. It's all junk you left behind for somebody else to clean
The
up.
paint and whatnot that he's talking about was his paint that he gave me to redo the basement with. I just left it for him.
What happened with he says you removed the bricks of a retaining wall. Tell me about that.
That I built for my wife because of stones that I had gotten from a neighbor across the street. My wife likes to work outside gardening. So we put the stones up there. They're landscaping stones. You buy them at Home Depot.
Yeah, but that's stuff you put on the ground, right?
You don't, yeah.
Okay, but this is, he's showing me pictures of stones that you removed that were a retaining
Dirt
wall.
that I put there, yes.
Well, yeah, once you put the dirt there, you can't just leave the dirt there and take away the wall. That was kind of, why were you mad at him? You felt like he
of course I was,
What were you mad at?
The fact that he told me to get out with no answer.
What do you mean with no answer?
I asked him why. He didn't give me an answer.
Never
told us why.
Never told us why.
How often
Never.
were you guys late with the rent?
I don't think as much as he says, but
How
some.
often were you?
How many times?
If you
I
had
couldn't
to
tell
remind
you.
a tenant, if you had to remind somebody every month, hey,
No.
there's a first of a month.
Not every month. Not every
well,
month.
how often? How often is okay?
I'd say 4 times, maybe 5 out of the 12 years that I lived there.
Really?
Yes.
Because if I had a 12-year tenant and they were late 4 times out of 12 years, I would not be angry.
Can I ask, I'd like to, he's got a tenant next door that's late all the time. I mean, and he threw out his good one.
Was he mad at you for something?
I have no idea.
Did you not pay the late fee in the last rent?
Probably
Because that's
not.
what
I don't
apparently
remember.
set him off.
I don't remember.
Okay. Are you renting now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Are you paying on time now?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Always on the first. So is it just that this guy was a friend and
He was a friend.
you figured he'd let you slide?
No, nothing like
Why
that.
weren't you paying him on the first? If you had, you wouldn't have any
We
problem.
had some financial difficulties back then, and things are a little bit better now.
Okay.
Talk to the boss. She's the one that's standing next to me.
Yep. This is like, it's really, really filthy.
And I took a week off from work, and I tried to move
And that week you couldn't vacuum this floor? Show her this. I'm going to show you all the pictures.
No, we know what it looks like.
Oh, you do
we know what we
it
left
looks
it
like.
as.
I don't need
Put
to
it that
show
way.
you how you left it. You know?
Yes.
Did you pay? You say you didn't pay rent the last month because you had a security deposit.
I thought we did. I don't know what we had. It was 14 years ago.
Okay, but you have to
Honestly.
be able to prove that if you want credit for that. And if you
Yeah,
can't
no proof.
well, then you owe the rent, too. All right. Show me your receipts for everything that you're claiming.
I gave them to you, Your Honor.
Okay. Who did you have do the retain? Did you do this work yourself?
Yes.
Oh. So you're charging them $650 to clean and sweep the apartment? An 800 square foot apartment? You pay yourself well. Are you that generous when you pay somebody else?
So this landlord waits 2 years after the tenant moves to file a lawsuit. Does that sound hinky?
Yes, it is. It's a statute of limitation. The statute of...
Hold on. Let's say he's within the statute of limitations. All I'm saying is it weird a landlord would wait 2 years to file a lawsuit for damage once the tenant moves?
Yeah, something sketchy about that.
That's what I would think.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I think going inside the courtroom.
Share with me why you waited 2 years. Did you see them in the grocery store and then it irked you?
No, I heard other stories.
That's it. Go ahead. Give it to me, because I want to know that action in life is purposeful. So tell me about it. What happened?
I don't know all the particulars, but from what I understand, Mr. Robinson had a truck. The truck was a diesel truck. Something happened to the motor on it. Mr. Robinson was going to fix it. Well, he never fixed it. When he moved out, he brought the truck back to another individual. I don't know whether the individual was holding the title and Mr. Robinson was supposed to pay for it. I don't know. But I heard that because of the damage done and the length of time that the truck stood in the yard, it cost the gentleman $6,000 to have it repaired.
And you heard that recently?
Within the past 6 months.
Right. And that person's a friend of yours?
Yes.
So basically it just stuck in your craw after somebody mentioned them again all these years later. It's fine. That works for me. All right.
I'm sorry.
I don't see a receipt that would explain the $250 for the retaining wall.
There are 2 invoices there that add up to $125 for the ties, the landscape ties, and then I charged another $125 to install the wall.
Okay. I'm going to order you to pay $850 for the last month of rent in May, another $85 for the 3 days that you admit that you stayed there. I'm going to order you to pay a total of $450 for all of the cleaning that was required as a result of the way you folks left it there, and another $200 taking away a retaining wall, for a total judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,585. That is my judgment.
Well, something happened over there. You guys were friends at one time, and you come into court here, he's fighting you, and he's beating you in court.
That's all right. No, we don't have to hear from him again.
What happened to this friendship? You guys were friends. Why would he just all of a sudden boot you out?
Don't know. Never figured that out.
We have no idea why.
Still don't figure it out.
It can't be a mystery.
He never explained to us why he wanted us to.
Who would do that?
Somebody like him.
Definitely not
like
a friend.
him what?
I don't know.
That's your friend you're talking
Yeah, he
about.
was at one
Stop
time.
with the I don't know. No more I don't know.
Okay. I couldn't tell you.
We could not tell you.
That's the same thing.
I know, but he wanted us out. We're out.
We were good friends.
We're all done.
Nobody does that.
I took care of his mother for 2 years before she passed away, and he just wanted us out. Couldn't tell you.
Really?
All right, I want you out now. Out. Out. Let's go. Don't ask me why.
All right. Thank you.
I couldn't tell you.
Come on.
Take care. So satisfied with what you get out of this?
Yes. I was here for the principle of the thing to make sure that they knew that they did something wrong.
All right, solve the mystery. They're wondering, why did he just boot us? This guy's our friend, and then he boots us out all of a sudden. Why'd you just kick him out? Don't say I don't know.
No, I kicked him out. I kicked him out for the lateness. I mean, he was late all the time.
Okay. Harvey?
Okay, well, look, you can wait 2 years because it's within the statute of limitations. It is a little sketchy, but you have to overcome the evidence. And in this case, based on all the testimony, that's exactly what the plaintiff did.